you know that the proteoglycans or GAGs, because I mean we can use these two terms interchangeably because they both, I mean the GAGs make a very major portion of the proteoglycans. That's why even if we say them as GAGs, it's fine. So the degradation of GAGs is very important because once they have, I mean, you know, every molecule has its own lifespan, or it's needed, it remains there in the cell until it's needed. When there is no need, then it has to be degraded. So the location of most of these GAGs or the proteoglycans is outside of the cell, in the cell membrane or in the ECM. So they have to be imported in for the degradation process. So that's why the lysosomal degradation takes very, I mean, that's a major degradation pathway for these molecules. You know about the lysosomes, that the enzymes which are involved in the degradation in this organelle, they are known as hydrolases, and they are functional at very acidic pH, that is pH of 5 or less. So that low pH not only facilitate degradation, they also make it sure that these enzymes doesn't leak outside the cell, because once they become outside of the lysosome, they will no longer be functional. The lifespan of the GAGs is variable depending upon the type of the GAGs, its composition, and so on. The intake or the import of GAGs, it takes place through the process we all know, the phagocytosis, in which the cell membrane part of the cell gets engulf actually the part or the molecule which has to be taken in. And here, because we want to take the GAGs inside the cell into the lysosome, so a vesicle is formed around the GAGs and they are taken in. After the fusion with the lysosomal machinery start acting on them and start degrading these molecules. The degradation of GAGs is, I mean, not very complicated in this sense, because you know the GAGs are made up of repeating units of sugar molecules, amino and the acidic sugars. They are gradually, what we say, degraded and by the process of through the activity of the endoglycosidases and the polysaccharide. In this way, because of this gradual cleaving and then degradation, the polysaccharides get on converting into the oligosaccharide. This occurs because of sequential degradation of the from the non-reducing part of the this GAG molecule. It's very similar as we have seen in the case of the degradation of the glycogen. There too, it was the non-reducing ends which were gradually being exposed, and then they were degraded. Certainly, these are the degradation of these molecules, as I have already mentioned you, that's very important. So if there is a deficiency in the enzymes, or they are not working well for the degradation, what will happen? That there will be accumulation of these molecules either in the lysosome or in the extracellular matrix, which will lead to all sorts of pathologies.